Hey everybody, it's me Jermaine and I'm back and with another Simple Truth update, and this is pretty much a news update. I've done a few videos, 2 of them as a matter of fact, about gas prices, and just as I was telling you, just as if you follow me on this channel and you followed the Simple Truth, you know that I heed wise counsel of my pastor, i.e. Pastor Dow, another one of my pastors, Pastor Joe Fox, and they've been telling people it's not going to, these gas prices are not going to stay the same. And just yesterday, Pastor Dow got some information from one of the brothers that's there in the Texas area, and the Shell Corporation is on strike. Their refineries and affiliates that are a part of the union that is there, I think it's the United Steelworkers, I think it is, USW, they're on strike. And it's Shell Corporation. And I want to show you something. Take a look at this. Okay, now what you just saw there, that was last night. And that was at a Shell station. Now, as of this morning, I'm seeing a balance. Shell, BP, in my area, Turkey Hill, they're all at that $2.35 a gallon price. But when I was on my way to work yesterday, and I was listening to Pastor Dow talk about this strike, I noticed a real funny thing. I noticed that where I was going, there's a Shell on one corner and there's a BP on the other. The BP at that time, that was yesterday afternoon, the BP was $1.89 a gallon, and right across the street, I don't know how long it lasted, but right across the street was that price I just showed you, $2.35 a gallon. And as I said before, now all of the gas prices are pretty much equal everywhere. All of the gas stations, service stations, gas stations, there ain't any service stations anymore. The prices are all the exact same, except, now if you're a member of Costco's prices right now are at about, I think, $1.99 or maybe $2.02, somewhere in the area. It's a good 30 cents less. It is what it is. I'm not making any promotions. I'm just speaking of fact. But the simple truth of the whole matter is, it's continued evidence that the manipulation of the oil prices, whenever they choose, they can raise or they can lower those prices. So as both my pastors have instructed, and I'm going to share with you now, is don't get caught up in the game. Don't get manipulated. Don't play the roller coaster. Stand pat. Continue to live not just within your means, but below your means, and start doing something that this American public does not encourage like it once did. Start saving. Start putting a little back, whether it be Federal Reserve notes, whether it be real money, food, water, things that can be used, that when they want to play these games with these finance manipulations, that you can continue to move forward and not be affected by it. I want to share one last thing with you. My grandmother, and many of the saints out there know her as Mother Beasley, she grew up during the Depressionary time. And she always told me the stories that in the depressionary times, those that lived in the country or away from the city, they really didn't get affected by the quote unquote depression. It was only those people who had built a lifestyle of leisure and extravagance and high expense. Those were the ones that felt it. Those were the ones that just didn't know what to do with themselves. Those are the ones that were taking nosedives out of, those high-rise buildings. And people were, raining down like raindrops because they just didn't know what to do with themselves. That's wise counsel from the past. And yet, we here in this modern day, technology-based society, we hear men, especially the ones that I know, Pastor Dow, Pastor Fox, continuously telling us to simplify. That's some very wise counsel in this day and age. Now, the word of the day is simplified from the simple truth. This has been the simple truth. And as I always tell you, it's the simple things that are oftentimes the most profound, but yet they're the most difficult to put into practice and to actually do. I want to thank you for joining me, and I'll be sure to see you, and you again on another episode real soon.